Hi, my name is Mark Polton. I'm a buy and hold real estate investor in the greater Charlotte, North Carolina area. Today I kind of wanted to talk about that kind of exciting feeling you get when you are rehabbing a really crappy property, can't speak, and it's starting to come together towards the end. We're at one of my properties, probably have 2% left, tough 2%, maybe 3%, but it's coming along just fine. Hopefully within the next week this will be done, with the exception of maybe some yard work. As you can see on the side of the road over here, we have tons and tons of branches, and this is probably easily my 10th or 11th set of branches that we've had to put out there. The city's got to be hating me right now. Anyways, I'm going to kind of go through what we did, why we did it, and show you kind of the state of the property now. So we replaced the front door. Probably wouldn't have normally done it, but it was the original door from the 50s, and it was a big hunk of doo-doo. Ended up actually just throwing some screws in it to keep it shut. The door handle, and we actually had to drill out the door lock. They were a different size than today's door holes, which kind of a big problem for me. But got a nice door from Home Depot. It was on special buy. Picked up the lock set from Craigslist for maybe 20 bucks. So this is actually the living room and the dining room. They kind of connect all in one. We use this floor master. It's an Aniston oak. I think it looks pretty good. This is our standard color as far as the walls go. We don't do, we only have 2 major colors that we use in any home. Don't particularly like having fireplaces, but not enough for us to go and actually board it up or get rid of it. I really love the trim. We still have some work to do getting it painted and stuff. We had to take the trim off in order to get the door in. But I think it turned, I love this trim from the 50s and 60s. It's just really big. It's upgraded. It's something that, if you were to buy today, it would cost you a fortune. So this is the kitchen. It's the existing kitchen that came with it. We ended up putting down a vinyl plank flooring. Picked this up from Home Depot probably less than a year ago. They just had a bunch on clearance. So it's teak. Probably not going to use this anymore. The luxury vinyl plank, the click stuff is going, it's coming down in price, and it's comparable to this glue stuff that you're getting today, glue strip. We don't have the door pulls yet, but it'll make a big difference. The cabinets, everything in this house, you need to remember, somebody smoked in this house for years and years and years. And getting these cabinets to where we could actually get paint to adhere to them, we used an oil-based primer, tons of it. I mean, like 10 gallons for this house from Sherwin-Williams, and even then it was a little difficult. This is actually a third bedroom that somebody had turned into more of a family room. When I came here, there was a couch here. It was it was just wet. I mean, this house had not seen air conditioning in a long time. Tons of humidity. And there's actually a washer and a dryer hookups right here. This used to be a wall. We ended up taking those out. I was going to originally turn this back into a bedroom, but at this point, we just kind of need to get it done so that we can start to make some money on it. We ended up having to pay almost $30,000 to get this thing out of tax foreclosure. It was just a huge hot mess. This is, like I said, the Aniston oak. It's our standard flooring for hallways and dining rooms and living rooms, basically anywhere where there's not a wet area. This room was by far the worst room ever. You can see a little bit of a bleed through right here. The entire ceiling was covered in tar from cigarette smoke. I can't even stress to you how difficult it was just to get paint to stick. And we ended up getting a professional painter to come in, and even he had a tough time. This is a hickory, I think is what it is. It's the same Traffic Master flooring. We use this in every single bedroom. It's cheap, it's durable. I think it's 79 cents a square foot. The Aniston oak is about 99 cents a square foot. It's durable, it lasts. This is the master bedroom. Once again, Not quite as bad, but kind of had just an incredible amount of cigarette stains and cigarette smoke. And you know, it's not perfect, but it's good enough. Ended up replacing the toilet. Wish I hadn't. We found out some new ways of taking old toilets and making them look brand new. But this is the same type product that was in the kitchen, but it's just a different color. I really like it a lot, the color, but I just had some left over from another project, and that's what we put in here. I think it kind of really makes it stand out. Once again, it's a glue strip type vinyl product. Good enough for what we needed to do here, but you know, right here is the sink. Have to get it hooked up. Haven't had a chance to make that happen yet. Lastly, you know, the main bathroom. It's, you know, slightly dated. I actually like the way that it looks. It's kind of a light gray tile with black accents. Had a young guy come through and say that he really enjoyed the look of it. This was a battle as well to try and get the you know, paint to stick on it. You know, it's nothing fantastic, nothing bad. Cleaned up pretty well, and you know, it has a closet. It's relatively big, and I think that this will make somebody a really good. Oops, about to fall over. A really good house. So the washer and dryer are actually located outside in an annex area. It's got a carport, and you know, somebody had actually turned this into an entertainment area. This is the original washer and dryer that came with the house, and the hookups were here too. And it's a really decent sized room. You could do whatever you want to it. I think somebody turned it into like an entertainment area or a man cave. I'm sure in the wintertime it gets very, very cold in here. In the summertime, pretty hot. But, you know, it is what it is. And the backyard is kind of hard to see, I know, because it's getting dark and and stuff. This is completely overgrown. If you ever looked at the Google images, I mean, I've cut down so much stuff back here. There's a annex building back there that has power, apparently. You know, and I did end up finding the key, and you know, all of this was overgrowth, brush. I mean, just so much work trying to just get this under control. But you know, it's turning into a house, and I think it's a house that somebody can be proud of. So, anyways, this is a house we've had for almost a year. We've had to prioritize other homes instead of this one because, you know, code enforcement wanted to demolish them, or, you know, code enforcement was threatening us. And although there was some code enforcement actions on this one, we were able to defer it. You know, I'm really excited about the prospect of finishing this one up and getting our renter in here.